what if there was a smart contract that people who've been rugged could maybe deposit their old asset and it pays out, the like a new coin, and it could be kind of the ultimate, meme coin that collects all the other coins that kind of get killed, and it could be
That's actually a really interesting idea. I just
Yeah.
don't think it could be built into WGMI as the token exists because of basically how the smart contract was deployed and the fact that we'd
yeah.
have to like fork every. But as a separate project, that actually sounds like a really interesting like side project.
Yeah, I love the
Uh,
idea. Daniel, want to like definitely plus one the idea. To me, the big question is the how, because each smart contract for each project is going to be written differently into the code and whatnot. But
Hmm.
again, these are the ideas as we grow. How do we create all this, right? How could we ideate around that and try and find a way to bring that to fruition? I think the most amazing point that comes to my mind is like we're a $14 million market cap project, and there are all these great ideas about raising the water in the whole industry right now, right? Saving all the
Yeah.
projects. That's the energy that's going to push us forward. And I think the vision is when it's greater than yourselves, and crypto gets such a bad rap for like everyone's in
I
it for themselves and this and that and the other. But if we truly build a community that is bigger than ourselves, that wants to help people like that,
hold
Daniel,
on,
I
hold on,
think
hold
it's
on, hold on.
unstoppable, dude.
I think I have an idea. I just want to spit off of Daniel's idea and just I'm thinking out loud here, but hear me out. WGMI can serve as sort of like a governance token for deciding who we donate the funds to, like which rug projects get donations. And the way that we could do that is by having like a snapshot, like a governance vote, where people can just like sign and it doesn't even have to cost gas. I'm pretty sure you can sign your transaction in MetaMask. But
Hmm.
anyway, you could treat it as like because of what you said, like the implementation of Daniel's idea is really hard to do, but there's a similar idea that you could do where you basically use WGMI as the token for governance and you let holders of WGMI vote on which projects we're going to fund. And then you just ask people to tell their stories and to submit their projects to our DAO. Basically turning WGMI into like a GoFundMe for rug projects. And then the token would be the DAO. I don't
What
know.
what what if the contract worked this way? Because I kind of accept the limitations of where the smart contract is, right? And the way that you're going to have to build this community is to accept a lot of limitations by a lot of shitty devs that have given up, right? So,
Yeah.
I mean, ERC20 is a standard. We could just build a wallet, and it could be a smart contract that literally mints. Like, basically, the governance would be we deem this project as having been rugged. And so there's a rug list, and if your token's on the rug list, you can send it to this new contract, and it'll create like a common. Maybe it's even called rugged or unrugged or something like that.
Yeah, it would be a different token though. It's not a
Yeah.
WGMI. It's not a WGMI like implementate. It would be a different token. I completely
Well,
agree with that. Yeah,
but
but
it's like it's the community service of the WGMI. So everybody sends in their rug token into that thing, and then it spits out other tokens. It spits out the new token. So it's like a one for one token exchange.
yeah,
Um,
I think it's a
Daniel,
good idea.
can I
I just
ask you a
don't think
favor?
it would
Daniel,
be.
can I ask you
totally,
a favor to
totally.
go into Discord and throw this in the suggestions channel?
Sure.
Because one of the things is like we have so many good ideas that come up in these spaces. And I think it's important that we have like some record of them so people can build off them and we can, as a
Yeah,
community, you know, do the equivalent of building a Kanban of like prioritizing stuff or having people when we have the resources and we have the technical know-how to be able to execute this. Because I love the idea. My first response is like, how do we do it though? But I think it's a brilliant idea. And one other thing I want to just clear up kind of short term with the fund that we're running, at least initially, we're going to be rewarding individuals, not entire projects. We
yeah.
may look to do more partnerships at a bigger scale, but at least for the first week on this Sunday, we're going to announce the winner in the spaces. And it's going to be an individual, might be multiple individuals. But the one thing that we've noticed already is other projects reaching out to us because they love the ethos of what we're doing supporting rug projects. It's like there was this feeding frenzy of pain and problems, and we're dropping in the solution that people have been looking for. So I think that it's super open to evolve. The other thing I want to mention, we've got some folks in our community, Gilly23, who I believe is out of Spain, is putting together an NFT project right now called the Unruggable Phoenix. What's beautiful about a phoenix is if you guys have ever seen the movie Mulan, the phoenix rises from the ashes. And what the funds accumulated from those sales are going to do is they're going to go fund the LP. They're going to support the LP. So when we do have the unlock, it's as minimal a price impact as possible. And just again, this is an example of somebody in the community who just wants to do good. They want to leverage their creative talents and they want to do it for the good of the community, not to just bank money themselves, which I think is pretty fucking cool at the end of the day. So shout out to Gilly23, Wolf of WGMI. If I missed anything, definitely let me know, but wanted to give you guys a shout out here on the spaces today.
I appreciate all the shout outs because you're more in tune with each individual's contribution than I have been. What's up, Gilly?
Hi guys. Nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you.
What's up, brother?
Great from Madrid. Cheers. I have been in the Discord since a little bit heard about the project after the drug, and it has been crazy, right? Amazing to see what's happening on Discord. And yeah, I just want to bring the NFT idea because I think it's a great idea to help the liquidity issue that we just had. And we really don't have much time to the liquidity that could be off because of the old debt. Who knows? But maybe he's dead, right? Let's say. But yeah, I think this could help us a lot. And also, secondary sales on OpenSea could also bring more liquidity over time. So yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you for the shout out. And
yeah, absolutely.
Let's keep doing this.
Yeah, man, we're going to make it at the end of the day. I mean, that's you guys. If you have to go write it on your bathroom walls, maybe your bathroom mirror and some like toothpaste or something, or read it as an affirmation every morning or something. The cool thing is like it's relevant for this project. It's also probably good for your mental health in your life. Like you're in a relationship, we're going to make it. Look for the reasons why it's going to work, not why it's not going to work. You're going on a run, like we're going to make it. We're not going to give up. You're going to try and do something. It's just this mantra that is so much bigger than any one of us at the end of the day. It's so easy for me, at least personally, to get behind because of how pure. It's not I'm going to make it.
If this token was named literally anything else, the revival would not have worked. I'm almost confident because it's just too fitting. Like to revive a project with that ethos and that name. Like if it wasn't for the name, I'd be very questioning of the long term ability of reviving it. But it just makes such a good story that I had to double down on it.
Agreed. Yeah. And you guys, it should be risk capital at the end of the day, money you can afford to lose. This is a meme coin. But if we don't sell our bags, there's only one direction for the price to go. Keep that in mind. And don't play with money you can't afford to lose. Not investment advice. But let's fucking do this, you guys. Like, let's make this the one. You don't need 100 trades to be good in crypto. Typically, the less you trade, the better you're going to do. And I've learned that firsthand. I mean, I had huge bags of things years ago, and I thought I was smarter than I was and was like, oh, I'm going to trade this. Oh, I'm going to trade this. Now, my mindset is to buy and get engaged with a project. Just say, what can I do to help this? What can I do to help my bags? And that to me is what I'm seeing so much of across this community. And it gets me so fired up because so many people, it's like, I couldn't explain it to somebody not in crypto very well, but I feel like everybody in this community gets it and feels the same thing I do, which is going to make a 100 million or a billion or a 10 billion market cap that much sweeter than if it just went straight up and somebody else did it for us.
Absolutely.
Completely agree.
Oh,
go ahead.
Yeah, I was just wondering, I know it's a bit off topic, and in regards to, like, obviously Bitlord's insane influencer with regards to meme coins and can get the message out there to a lot of people. Like, obviously, I believe, well, from what he said on Twitter, he bought in early. Like, does anyone have any links to him or know if that was legit? Or I don't really know what
No,
happened.
he's definitely the only reason this project blew up. It was like no one had heard of it until his tweet. He tweeted that it was his first tweet back after he tweeted about making generational wealth. And then he tweeted about GM, and he said he also bought a bag of WGMI for the culture. And then everyone aped into it, lost a lot of money. And I'm guessing because he mentioned something on his Twitter that ultimately got rugged, he's probably very skittish about talking about it again for his like own reputation. I know as like an influencer, whenever you talk about something that goes to zero and you lose people money, you usually don't want to like bring it up again just because it doesn't look good. So I have a feeling if he's ever going to talk about it again, it's probably going to be after it breaks new highs and like has proved itself. Because he's tweeted about altcoins already and asked for suggestions. And basically every tweet that he makes, our community like rates his tweets, and they always end up one of the top voted tweets in his threads. Like if you go and look at like his last 5 tweets, I'm sure that our community rated the shit out of them. So it's not that he's not seeing us. It's that he doesn't feel it's safe to engage yet, I would imagine. But
yeah, that's a good call for sure. And the other thing, you guys, is there are 8 billion people on this planet. Let's not get caught up on one. I think if we would have woke up 3 days ago and asked anybody here if Kimball Musk of all people is going to be joining the community. We have to respect NFT Machine. I think you hit the nail on the head. We've all had our own FOMO on our own bags and been like, oh shoot, I wish I didn't do XYZ. When you've got a following and people like take action based on what you tweet or what you say, there's an added level of responsibility just as a human being, and that weighs on people's mental health. And I want people to keep in mind, I don't care if you have 10 followers or you have 10 million followers, we're all people at the end of the day, and like health and wealth and mental health and relationships, like all of this needs to like fit together for us. So like there's no reason to be mean to people. There's no reason to spite at people who bought, who sold, who are talking shit about us. Like at the end of the day, I would love, and I'm only one vote out of 2,900 token holders. Let's be the fucking good guys at the end of the day. Like I believe that like this acronym, this ticker symbol, we're going to make it. Again, NFT Machine, I think nailed it. There's no other rally cry that I could have got up in the morning and said like, oh, TGOC. Nope, means nothing to me. But we're going to make it. Like I find myself writing that in my journal. I find myself like throwing that in the end of a text message to somebody and they're like, WGMI? And I don't even mention crypto. And I'm like, we're going to make it. And they're like, holy shit. Yes. Love that. Love that. And so even if you don't mention it, it still has a really powerful force. And I want to make a suggestion. Look at my Twitter profile right now, or NFT Machines. I think mine is actually a little more clear because I have it in my heading. I have Crypto Hutch, and then it says $ WGMI. And the reason
to be
important,
fair, I did have WGMI to $3. Go ahead.
Hear me out on my point though. It's the reason being, you can tweet on anybody's profile even if you don't mention WGMI, and if it is in your name, Oh, my bad, NFT machine. It didn't show up when I hit it in spaces. That's why I didn't say it. But
oh no, I was
you're
just
good.
joking.
You're good. But let me finish the thought. Let me finish the thought, please. So it's
Yeah.
if you put it in your Twitter handle profile as your name, you don't have to just shill. You can get engaged in meaningful back and forth and dialogue and comment in ways that are adding more tangible value than just putting the ticker symbol. And they're still going to see it with an awareness